dealership groups, we're going to put them in three buckets, right? There's the dealership group that is maybe just a used car dealership, and I think they have a special opportunity, and put them over here for a second.
Yep.
Then we have the dealership groups that are primarily focused around one OEM, maybe two, but that the second OEM is maybe kind of like just an add-on. So they primarily sell Toyotas, but they happen to throw in a one Mitsubishi over here or something along those lines. Then there's the dealership group that has a ton of OEMs, and they're a much larger group over here. I think the special group that I really want to focus on is this dealership group that has maybe one primary OEM, and then how do they differentiate themselves from that? Because at the end of the day, is if their OEM struggles, then they struggle. But if they have their own personal brand, and they can go beyond that. That brand is much more than the name before it. So Joe Smith Nissan, as an example, that Joe Smith is maybe the moniker or how to identify that brand, but it's not the feeling that you get. And this is the thing that Paul taught me over at Congruent that is still today, it just sticks with me. Brand is that feeling that you get when I say that brand. So when I said Nike, you had a feeling. When I say Joe Smith Nissan, you have a feeling. It's that Joe Smith, and I say Joe Smith before I say the word Nissan, is how you feel about the Joe Smith. So all that you can do is like, how can I grow that name, Joe Smith, and get people to feel a certain way? So maybe that feeling is I get a great deal, or that feeling is great customer service, or they're super nice people, or they care about our community. So all those activities you can do to make people feel a certain way, that's how you differentiate your brand from the manufacturer. So again, Nissan makes great cars, or Toyota makes great cars, and let that be that part of the brand. You get to focus on the feeling people get around the experience of your dealership, whether they're going to come in and buy a car, or they're never going to buy a car, but they know who you are in the community. And the final thing is I want to say is, I know your name, Joe Smith, or something has to be in front of it. Hopefully it can be something different, whatever that might be, some sort of experiential name. It doesn't have to be your personal name. But again, that same thing that you can do. So if it's, I don't know, Axios, dealerships or whatever it might be, how do I feel when I see that name? All the activities I can do to improve that feeling, that's my brand.